my name is Gail Birkin and I'm Head of Apprenticeships and Professional Pathways, and the health and care courses fall within my remit. So it just remains for me to say as an introduction that we really do hope that this is a really informative, interesting and beneficial session for you all. So I think first things first, we've got two really good videos to show you. The first one is a welcome from our Principal and Head of Service, Arinola Ede, and then we have another video to showing you our three campuses.
I'm Arinola Ede, the Principal and Head of Service for Westminster Adult Education Service. We are the City Council's main adult education provider, and I'm here to welcome you to our virtual Open Day. Usually we'd be welcoming you physically to our centres, but as with everything else that's changed for us all this year, it's not possible to do that. So we're having to do this virtually. What we have been able to do throughout the last year is adapt our teaching and our learning spaces to ensure that we can support you on your learning journey. And what that means is that you can engage with us either online or face-to-face, depending on what the situation is. And what that means is that we will put in the right level of support for you so that you can achieve your goals. And whether that's learning for pleasure or learning for work, we will ensure that the right support is there for you. But it also means that you get the opportunity to learn about how to keep yourself and your family safe online. I look forward to welcoming you either physically at one of our centres or virtually online. Enjoy the tour.
So that gives you a nice flavour of our three campuses and obviously the welcome from our principal and head of service. So now I'm going to introduce you to the team who are responsible for delivering all of the training and assessing in which these health and care courses fall. So we have Tracy O'Hara, who is our coordinator. We have Sukhdeep Panasar, who's one of our course leaders, and Natasha Thomas. So if I can just tell you a little bit about this area, we have fantastic achievement and success rates amongst all of our qualifications in this area. Our learners progress from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, very often securing part-time jobs even at level 1 or partway through the level 2 or partway through the level 3. And also I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong when you speak, Natasha and Sukhdeep, we have employed some of your past learners in one of our on-site nurseries as well. So we're really proud of our provision, and we do it very well. So I'm going to invite Natasha Thomas now, who's going to give you a little presentation about the courses we offer, start dates, how they're delivered, and all of that information. Again, if you've got any questions or queries, please do put it in the chat or raise your hand, and we'll answer all of those queries at the end. Thank you, Natasha. Over to you.
Thank you, Gail. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our virtual event. About us, childcare is, as Gail has already pointed out, is very successful and high achieving department at WAES. Our success rate for 2021 for level 3 qualifications is 100%. We offer several courses running from award level 1 all the way to diploma level 3. Courses start in January, April and September. We also offer level 3 courses through our distance learning provision. All courses are taught by vocationally competent and experienced tutors. Last year, 60% of our level 3 learners gained employment in the industry they trained in. And with 30% of our learners have moved on to higher education, training or university. We have some courses that will be on offer from February 2022, starting with the level 2 certificate in counselling, which will be 1 day a week, starting on the 3rd of February. We then have a level 3 diploma in specialist support for teaching and learning in schools, which will be 2 days a week, and you will be required to have a work placement for this. That too will start on the 3rd of February. And we have a level 3 certificate in information, advice and guidance, which will also be 2 days a week and starting on the 1st of February. Again, we have more courses which will be on offer from April/May 2022. We have the level 1 award in skills for childcare, which is due to start on the 6th of May and will run through till July. It'll be from 10 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And then we have the level 1 award in preparing to work in schools, which will again also start on the 6th of May and run through till July, starting from 1:30 to 3:30. And we have a level 1 award in mental health awareness, which will start on the 3rd of May.
Sorry, people that have joined us recently, if you can just mute yourselves because we're getting an echo. Sorry, thank you. Carry on, Natasha.
No, sorry. This one, the level 1 in award in mental health awareness, is a short course and will run for approximately around 4 weeks. And it will be based at, it will be running from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And then we have the level 3 certificate in coaching and mentoring, which is due to start in April and will run through till July. We'll be in 2 days a week from 9:30 to 4:30. These are some of the courses that we have on offer from September 2022. And we start with the level 1 diploma in caring for children. We'll also have the level 2 supporting teaching and learning, the level 2 diploma for the early years practitioner, the level 2 introducing caring for children, the level 3 diploma in counselling skills, and level 3 diploma supporting teaching and learning, and also the level 3 diploma for the early years workforce, which is for the early years educator. Sorry, we're having a bit of a technical issue.
That's okay.
Apologies. So the requirements for the level 1, apologies, it's not showing on my screen. Okay, will be you'll need to You will be required to have entry level 3 English, which is speaking, listening, writing and reading, and also an entry level 3 in maths, or at least working towards it. You'll need to have access to a computer, it could be a desktop or a laptop, and have access to the internet. And you will also need basic digital IT skills. Requirements for our level 2 courses will be a level 1 in spoken and written English. We can do assessments to determine this. Placement in school, either primary, secondary, a college or a nursery. It depends on the course that you decide to go for. An enhanced DBS check. And again, access to the internet and a desktop or a laptop and basic digital IT skills. Requirements for our level 3 courses would be English and Maths, which is GCSE A to C, or a level 2 functional skills in Maths and English. Placement again in either primary or secondary, college or nursery, depending again on the course that you go for. An enhanced DBS check, and again, access to the internet and basic IT skills. Benefits of progressing to the level 3 qualification: more job opportunities, progression to higher education like university, building network with professionals within the sector. If you're on a placement, you may find you're able to get a job through that placement as well, and higher pay scale. Funding available for our level 3 courses. If you are aged 19 or over and do not already have an A level or equivalent, the National Skills Fund means you can join one of our number of courses and gain a level 3 qualification for free. This offer is part of the Lifetime Skills Guarantee and a long-term commitment to remove barriers that prevent adults achieving their first level 3 qualification. And the link below will take you to more information on that. We have some courses that we again run through our distance learning, which can start at any time of the year. It's convenient for you. We have the level 3 certificate in the principles of end of life care, the level 3 certificate in understanding autism, the level 3 certificate in understanding the principles of dementia care, level 3 certificate in understanding mental health, and a level 3 certificate in understanding the care and management of diabetes. Again, the link provided can take you to more information. And we are happy to help, either myself, Natasha Thomas, or Sugdeep. Thank you.
Right, no, thank you so much. That was really informative. And, you know, as you can all see, we've got an awful lot of really exciting courses for you to undertake. Some of them delivered in class and online with Natasha and Sukdeep and Tracy. And the second to last slide that Natasha showed, that was our distance learning provision. And that is all learn at your own speed, in your own time, and you submit work via an online portal, and this is marked and fed back upon. So there's some really fantastic opportunities that, you know, I do urge you to take advantage of the level 3 funded qualifications, because they won't be funded forever. So it's a fantastic opportunity for you all. So now I am going to hand over to Annette, who is our head of learner development, and Annette's going to give you an awful lot of information about that wraparound and support service we can provide to enable you to carry on learning, complete your qualifications and achieve. So thank you. Over to you, Annette.
Thank you, Gail. Yes, my name's Annette. I'm the head of learner development, and just quickly, I look after a lot of the central support here at WAES. So you've got the curriculum at one side, you've got the wraparound support at the other. And I like to think that myself and the team that I work alongside make that difference, you know, make the difference, you know, for our learners with that additional support we offer. So I'm just going to go through some of the next slides, which talk to you a bit more in detail about what we can offer and what that support looks like. So thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. The first one is about learning support. And, you know, the first thing that I would say to anybody, seem to have quite a few people online, is don't be afraid if you've got a disability. All right. What I would say is talk about it, and as soon as you start talking about, you know, a disability like, you know, dyslexia, dyspraxia, or any of the other wider disabilities, we can put that support in place alongside your learning. We have a variety of different teams who work across the centres and would be able to host workshops or personalised support. We do dyslexia assessments and we do initial consultation and screening assessments. So what does that mean? Well, that means we do an assessment, we look at what support we think you need, or you know, those adjustments that may be needed while you're doing a course here at WAES. So we're able to put you know, additional advice and guidance to you to enable you to study more effectively. We also have specialist equipment, so the learning support team have various equipment that we loan out, which you know, can assist you with learning. I also think we do quite a lot on confidence building, and particularly around mental health and well-being. You know, the team are doing a lot more, you know, supporting learners with their confidence, because it might be the first time that someone's come back to education, you know, or, you know, maybe lost a job, feel a little bit unconfident. So we've got that support also, and then just general advice and guidance linked with learning. And if anybody, you know, after today's session wants any specific advice from the learning support team, there is a dedicated email address, which is learningsupport@waes.ac.uk, and a member of that team would be able to give a bit more information linked to maybe a specific question around learning support. So thank you, Charlotte. Okay, the next one, wellbeing and safeguarding. And I would say this one is quite a big umbrella at the moment, because post-pandemic, we've had an awful lot of learners who've returned to study or who've progressed with us, but have had quite a lot of emotional and well-being concerns or issues. And what I like to think is that we give every learner a listening ear, and that we listen to, we try and support, we try and encourage, and we put that sort of emotional well-being support in place. You know, we're not, you know, we don't always have the answers, all right? And I will say that, you know, today I've had quite a number of cases that I've dealt with. But what I can say is we will support, we will listen, and we'll try and help. We've got safeguarding officers that work across WAES, and the advice we give, as much as it possible, is confidential, impartial, but obviously we have to adhere to the safeguarding legislation. We do a lot of external signposting. All right, so today we've done 2 referrals externally, and we also refer internally. So we think the best support is from members of the team internally. What I mean by that is it could be additional support every couple of weeks. It could be meeting up and just having a little chat with somebody weekly, and then every other week we will put that support in. Or if we think actually we need to link to an external organisation, etc., then we will do that. We also monitor, we also keep in touch. And there is a safeguarding@waes.ac.uk email address, but I will also put my email, my personal email, into the chat a little bit, well, when I finished talking actually. So anything to do with welfare, anything to do with safeguarding, any concerns around mental health, which is huge, or, you know, you might be on medication and you just want to have a little, you know, converse about, you know, how that might impact while you're studying, anything to do with that umbrella, just give me an email and I'm happy to have a conversation either in person or over the phone. But what I would say that actually Gail's area with the professional pathways, that pastoral care is second to none. What I mean by that is it's totally embedded into this curriculum. So, you know, if the team feel they need to refer, and Natasha or any of the other teachers on any of these courses, then they do, and you know, we pick up those referrals. Okay, the next slide is around, you know, financial support. Now, obviously, I don't have huge amounts of money, but what I do have is a fund called the Discretionary Learner Support Fund. It is means tested. So what that means is if you are working, but you are earning less than 24,000, or you are on means tested benefits, then you are able to access support through this fund. And what do we support with? Well, we can support with equipment or books, and particularly within the professional pathways. It might be books, reading materials, things like that, that we can help with. We have some laptops we can loan, and that loan negotiation would be through the tutor, and that might be through, you know, we'd loan it through disability, or no loan it because actually somebody doesn't have the resources at home. But we do have the learning centres that can offer support. But you know, that is also under this you know, scheme, or this support. Travel, and we will give travel. Now the travel will be linked to the register. So if you're in a class and the register's been ticked and you're eligible for support, if you apply through this fund, we will pay for travel. We also have nurseries, 2 nurseries at WAES. We have one at Lisson Grove and we have one at Pimlico. Now, you know, they are quite busy, and I know that we have waiting lists, but actually if you needed, you know, an after school club supported, or this was your only way you could attend this course by applying for external childcare support, then you can put an application in and we might be able to support you through this fund. So just to reiterate, individuals on low income, individuals on means tested benefits need to apply. You also need to have evidence of being on low income, and then you can apply for the support or travel or help with nursery costs. Okay, there is a dedicated email address, so it's the DLSF, which stands for the Discretionary Learner Support Fund, at waes.ac.uk. And if you were to email that, one of the team would get back to you and answer any questions that you may have. Just to say, the travel is retrospective. So, you know, if you've attended for 6 to 8 weeks, we'll then pay the travel. We don't pay weekly. We don't pay in advance. Okay, the next slide is around progression and development at WAES, and we have quite a, you know, comprehensive careers entitlement programme, which means that whatever course you're on, there will be entitlements to attend progression weeks, to support you with a CV, to support you with covering letters, to assist with higher education. And it might be, you know, how do I get to university? What do I need to do to get there? We have events across the year. We have the National Career Service working alongside us, and they will come into lessons, and they've got a huge you know, wealth of knowledge, and do an awful lot of work within professional pathways. And we have dedicated careers and advisors and career development officers that work across WAES. Learners can be seen individually, learners can be seen within groups, and that support is all available as a package if you come to, if you embark on one of our career paths. We also do some digital support. So some of you in the room might be thinking, oh, it's a while since I've used a computer. I don't really know how to save work properly. Do not worry about that. We have learning centres, we have dedicated staff, and they will either do individual coaching. They can support, you know, after you've finished your class, you come to one of the centres, we can come to you. But we do an awful lot on the confidence building of using IT, saving work, and, you know, the work hand in hand with the curriculum. So that's a little bit on progression and development. And I think my last slide just talks a bit about that learner voice and the importance of getting good feedback from our customers. And what I would say is, you know, getting feedback from our learners is probably the heart of what we do at WAES, because we can't improve our quality and systems if we don't get the feedback from our learners. Currently, we have around 108 group representatives who are, WAES learners on a variety of different programs. On Gail's provision, we have a course representative for every single one of the courses under Gail's umbrella. We have, learner forums, and our first forum is next week. And those forums are chaired by our principal, Arinola Edda. And then we have focus groups. So in the new year, Gail will be meeting with her focus groups. So, we have sort of WAES feedback, and then we have dedicated feedback to the heads of department on any areas that might need to be improved, or just what's working really, really well, and, what our learners are saying. We also have a peer mentoring scheme. We also have digital ambassadors. So we have learners who support other learners with IT. We also have learners who do peer mentoring to other learners across WAES. Okay, I would just like to say, get in touch with us. I'm going to put my email address in the chat in a moment. It's a brilliant, career path. You've got everything to play for, but that support is also there for you. So enough from me, and thank you, Gail.
Well, thank you very much, Annette, and to your team as well, because the support that you and your team provide our learners is so valuable in enabling them to achieve. So thank you very much.